Hello and welcome back to another episode. It's been a couple of weeks, so I just want to apologize straight off the bat. I've been out of town the last 2 weeks, so I haven't been able to make a video, but I'm back now and got quite a lot to do this episode. I think if I remember right, we have a game coming out next month, so we'll have to keep an eye on that, make sure to release it on time. And then I believe last episode near the end, we released our antivirus, and it's doing okay. It's only made 20,000 this month. Hopefully it keeps making more. I'm currently porting it to a phone, which I think is probably the first phone that's been made. So, one thing we might consider doing in future episodes is starting to design our own phone. I don't know, we'll see if we do that or not, but yeah, we got that. And yeah, other than that, I want to get started off with trying to design a new game, probably a sequel. If I look at what was our oldest game, I'm thinking it's the sports game that we did a few years ago. Okay, I gotta sort it by release. Yeah, Farming Simulator 1 might be a good time to make um, what was I gonna call it? A sequel, yeah. So, might do that. And one thing I was just thinking about is that we can actually do expansion packs. I haven't actually thought about doing that in the past, but it might be a good idea. Um, which one of our games? I might end up doing that first instead, just because it never dawned on me that's a feature. We got a cornhole that's been pretty good, so we might do an expansion pack for that. Um, let's see. Is there anything we can? I guess we gotta click it. We want something that would just be super quick, so. Um, which one brings the most? So that one's 4%. That one's 9%. That one's 26. 9 too. So we'll do that one. Always bigger. I guess we'll just make a big open world DLC. What do we call it? I don't know what how a cornhole, a sports game about, playing cornhole, how a 2D map would, how a bigger map would help make the game better. But trying to think, what would it be about? Say it. Let's call it open world DLC. Okay, that's that. Can we choose our own one here? Yeah, we'll do that. Sign. Use the other. I don't need core doing this. Now I'm looking at it, takes less than a year. If I keep trying to see if there's anything else I can add to it that won't increase the time, so I can do that one. So we'll do that. So that should be a quick little thing. I'm just doing that for now, just to keep our design team busy. Plus it'll help us make a little extra money. Bring it somewhere near the top. Should probably start marketing on it right away. Okay, Okay, so unpause there. At least here. So let's go ahead and get a press build out for this one. We'll prioritize it big time. Make sure you get as many bugs out on that one as possible. Yeah, that should be good. Let's see, is there any updates we should be doing? Probably one on our console. So who's seeing updates? Okay, good. Okay, go ahead and minimize some of these tabs just since we have so many of them open. Okay. So got that all going. Then our consoles getting close to being ready. I should have. Never mind. I was gonna say something, but we'll just get this finished with the third iteration, and then we'll get it moved on to alpha. So it's coming along pretty good. Yeah. Besides that, I'm gonna skip up a bit, and then I'll get back to you guys in a minute. Okay, we're back. So one thing I noticed before we release our game is that I don't think we've started printing now. So let me pause it before we print too much. We'll print maybe like 15,000. That should be a good starting point. So we got printing going. We'll release our game in a few minutes. So that should all be good. Our expansion pack thing's going pretty quickly. I'm just going to let it go through 4 iterations just because our designers don't have much to do right now. So nothing bad about do that. It's affected by the what? I don't know why this room's so stupid. It's like whenever they're in the room, the fan turns on, but then when they leave it, that error message. Stupid, but nothing we can do about it. One thing I also keep time going fast. How is this going? January 97. Okay, that's not bad. One thing I think we can start doing is making a sequel for our whatever it's called. We first gotta get project management first started up. It's been a bit since I've done this, but let's see if I can remember it. So we'll do it for simulation game. Is that a farming simulator? So, okay, we'll have our normal project manager do it. Games design will handle it, and then dev teams will be dev 1. Take design off, but and eventually one thing I might do either this episode or next one is actually hire people on our second team, because there's no one on that one right now. But support team, definitely not them. We'll just have all our support teams on here. Post marketing, what? No. Okay. There you go. I don't think I'm gonna enable support and marketing, post marketing. I like to do that myself, but we'll just assign it just in case. SEM will be that one. I guess prototype server. What's that? Okay, server, main server. We'll do simulation game. So we'll do maybe, I think 270% maybe. Yeah, we'll do that. This should be fine. Yeah, what's it? How many? 0. I don't know why you want to cool down on that, but I don't want them to handle updates or anything. Yep. We'll turn auto development off. Yeah. I think we'll say yes to that. I don't mind if they use frameworks, but actually I'm going to just turn it off. Yes, we want them to use own licenses. Yes, this is the only thing they're going to be doing. Handle marketing now. I'm going to have people handle support. Physical copies. Or which one's the one that we... We'll do 20,000 here. Okay, I think that's good. That'll get started. We'll let her build up, what are these called? The action points for like a month or two, and then we'll get started once we push this out of beta, or push this out of design. I mean, I can't speak right today. Okay, I think we finished fixing bugs. I don't see any point in letting this go for any longer, so we'll go ahead and click release. Yes. So, that's pretty solid, I think. I want to check what our Riley Neal's creativity is after this, but marketing campaign, we'll do 15,000 starting off. The rest of that's fine. So let's see, where is our... Let me... there's way too many people on that team. Let me switch over to looking at our design team. Riley Neal. So he has about 75% creativity. That's not bad. I probably won't give him... I'll probably only ever have him working on this one IP in the future. The Stalks of Destiny game. Probably won't have him doing anything else just because 75% is nothing special, but still pretty nice. So right now it hasn't made that much money, but hopefully give it a couple months and it'll make some more. Thing tells me right there. Okay. That's all good. Our G base, or G unit base 6 is about to be at the point where you can push it into design alpha finally, so that might be a thing we do in the next couple months, but yeah, I'm gonna skip up again and I'll get back to you guys in a few seconds. Okay. Back. Okay, so looking at our game, we'll go ahead and update it. Make that a big priority. 2D editor, we'll use ours. We'll see if we can use our own audio tool. Nope. That's a shame, but whatever. Update that. So updates will get started, and then we'll want to start porting it as well. I guess we can have them do that. Yeah. Actually, okay, whatever. we'll have core doing that, and then let's look at active users. So we'll definitely want to port that. Port to both of those. There's a lot of good stuff to port to, but start off there and then we'll keep going after that. Now, before I do any of that, actually cancel. I want to make sure I wasn't paying attention to whether those were console or yeah. So we will definitely not port to any consoles just because those are competition. We will we will port to that phone though. I think that should be pretty good. Those are getting ported. Where are the deals? Nothing too crazy. One thing I think we might do soon is build like our dedicated printing, like not besides this one and this tiny beginner one we've been working with, have one dedicated to printing software, just because we've been using this very small one for a long time and it's worked out well. It's just, you know, maybe we can start taking some of these print jobs, but yeah. Other than that, unfortunately our game isn't doing super amazing right now, but let's quick develop on that. But hopefully, give it a few months and it'll get back to making a bunch of money. We'll see though. I think we can go ahead and start. Sorry, I can't speak today. I think we'll go ahead and start designing our game. We've got an action point in each category. So let's go ahead and start designing it a bit. So we'll choose game, simulation, IP, Farming Simulator 1. Who was the person who originally did this one? Lead designer. Oh, it was Riley Neal. I didn't realize we had him do multiple things. Is there any other lead designers on our team that are maybe better? No, click the wrong thing. Design, employees. So this guy has a chance. Doesn't have the skill in the right area, but Trent Henderson's pretty good, but he might be a lead designer on something else. Actually, I don't think so. So I think we'll have him do it. Okay, so let me click out of that. Let's click OK on him. So hopefully this guy ends up having like maybe 80 or 90%. That would be nice. Development teams. We get 100% if we do it right now, but auto balance. What do people want right now? Hopefully gameplay, which it is, but maybe a little more graphics. Is there anything that gets us graphics that we don't already have? Could always. me think about that for a bit. We'll go remove these and then set them. So operating system, let's go by active users. So we'll absolutely do this one for sure, and then I think we'll do our own game. Which, speaking of, I'm surprised their old operating system still has insane amount of people, but consoles, let's find ours. So ours only has 30,000, unfortunately. Ugh, but whatever. So we'll do that. So it takes us 2 years. Oh well, can't do anything about that. It's probably our console that's the reason for that. So hopefully within, I think, yeah, our new console will have 3D, so hopefully our future games will incorporate that. But auto balance, yep. I think we'll just straight up do a sequel again. I would like to add something more, just because I fear by the time it releases it might not be as popular, but you know what? We'll release it anyways. Yeah, we'll just do that. Oh yeah, we want to make sure this is project management. Okay. So we'll call it farming later 2. Set a price at an actual reasonable amount. Okay, I think that's all good. Ahead, project management. That should be getting worked on. Yeah, there we go. I feel like this is probably a good place to end it. We got started on a new game. Released one too. Or not? Was it a game we released? I don't remember. Yeah, it was, which isn't doing too great right now. It's made a little bit more money. I suspect give it a couple weeks and it'll start making some more money, but we'll see. Next episode, we'll probably release our new DLC, maybe get close to releasing our console, which, speaking of, any moment, it's going to be ready to go into alpha, so we'll make sure to do that. Other than that, I think that's it. If you have any feedback, as normal, you can always feel free to comment, but other than that, I will see you next episode.